Today on the Marvel Cinematic Universe podcast, we are going to be talking about the brand new Thunderbolts trailer that dropped this morning. You don't want to miss it. We're going to be doing just general discussion and then a frame-by-frame breakdown, see if we catch anything that has been missed thus far, right after this. Welcome to the Marvel Cinematic Universe podcast. My name is Matthew Carroll.
And I'm Ashley Coffin.
Ashley, how's it going, my friend?
Good. I mean, I had a really long weekend. I'm running on fumes here, but I was very excited to see this trailer drop and knew we had to talk about it.
Absolutely. I was really excited, but also I had planned the next 2 hours of my day out because we were just going to do an audio episode today, and we were going to do an Agatha feedback episode. So I was like getting feedback together from the Patreon, and like I was just going to rewatch Agatha with my 2 hours that I had left, and then this dropped, and I was like, oh no, the day's changed. We're going to do this, and then do Agatha feedback whenever we can squeeze it in, because Thunderbolts trailer, man.
They keep doing this to us, Marvel. I think it's on purpose.
Yeah, maybe so. This is just they drop on Monday mornings just for us.
Just for us.
I love it. Thank you,
Kevin. But when I say we got a lot of Agatha feedback, we got a lot, like more than I can even say in the longest time. So yeah, I was like, way to ruin the day. No, in a good way.
Yeah, I love it. And we will definitely be dropping more, another episode between now and Thursday, when we will be dropping our Agatha episode 3 reaction, but we'll just have to figure out when and how. So what did you think? Thunderbolts, first blush, what did you think of the new trailer?
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to like this one. I just didn't know, what we were going to do or what like the story is, which I still kind of don't know, but the tone is very Winter Soldier-y. Bucky has his Winter Soldier hair back, and I'm just like, oh shit! Everybody looks fun. I'm excited.
I gotta say, okay, I'll get to it later because I feel like this is a downer note to start on. So let me start with, I love it. I think it looks freaking great. I love the street level vibe of all the heroes. I love the mystery elements. The Where Is My Mind sort of trailer or like trailer music really sets off, like, not only there's a lot of implications to it, and we'll get into that, but like just for vibes alone, it sets up sort of a mysterious sort of what's going on vibe, which I think is very on purpose. And it's you can't hear that song in a trailer without thinking of Fight Club, I feel like, and that is something that I always think this is going to have a twist. And watching the overall trailer, I see a lot of elements that like something is going on that these characters don't know. And I can't tell, like, clearly they don't know what side they're on, because I don't think they'd be fighting Bucky if they could help it.
I have a lot of thoughts about that.
Oh, yeah.
I think someone sent him to stop them with whatever they were doing.
Interesting. I don't think anyone sent him. I think they've been getting sent, and he is on, like, based on that thing where he's like at the that sort of ball, where there's some sort of shot where he's like listening in on some conversations and stuff. I think he is now doing his own like freelance superheroing, and he's realized some big plan is going down with these guys, and he's like after them because they're doing the whatever.
I just mean he's going to stop whatever they were doing.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, for sure. They're definitely like, that's the sort of end of the trailer reveal, is we've been thinking Bucky's on the team, which I think maybe by the end they'll all be on the same side, or at least most of them. But we've been thinking that, but now we know from the end of the trailer that Bucky's after them, which is just a totally different cool thing, and sets up the thing that I was going to say at the top, which worries me. He's sort of, at this point, he has been in a lot of Marvel movies. He is sort of an elder statesman of Marvel when it comes to who's still around. And I could totally see this as a good place for him to sacrifice himself to save or to inspire this team. Like he's fighting them, and then his sacrifice. So that's the thing I didn't want to say at the top, is a downer.
No, I know, but that's not, I mean, it would be a great way for him to go out. And then we have would Brave New World be before this, right?
Yes. Brave New World is in February. Brave New World and Fantastic Four, and then this.
Jeez, okay.
Yeah, so we've got a lot of things before this, which is just wild. And multiple, I think we may have multiple TV shows before then too. So this is almost a year away. I think I'm right on that. Let me double check before I keep.
Yeah, I think you're right. Because isn't Fantastic Four like July. I can't remember
I think
anymore.
it's like it's the beginning of the summer one. Oh, no. Wait. Oh, I'm wrong. This one's May 2nd, it says.
Okay,
and
so
that's just from a quick
February
Google.
14th is Brave New World. May 2nd is Thunderbolts. And then the next month is Fantastic Four? Or am I making that up too?
Yeah. Well, not the next month, but July. So 2 months later. So we've got 3 Marvel movies coming out between February and July.
That's
which
great.
is a lot. And it's going to be great.
Excited.
I'm really, really excited.
But they all look like great movies too. And I'm like, I feel like with this trailer, not to say, we'll have to see what a lot of the haters have to say, because I do think we're taking a turn here with Marvel content.
Yeah. Oh, I do too. I think it's a refocusing, and whatever the changes they made to Brave New World, I'm hoping are really, I hope they are the result of some bad decisions made early to sort of like in the old era of just like put out as much as we can and not have the quality control they used to, and the refocusing, and they were like, okay, let's take the things out that aren't needed and let's make Brave New World great, and then let's keep making great movies. And I think Fantastic Four seems like it's been made. Thunderbolts has had a similar sort of like revamping, it seems, but like Brave New World, Fantastic Four seems like it was made in this sort of new era of like, we're going to let our tour person do a little more with what they want to do. And from the beginning have strong concepts and get a really strong cast. I'm pumped for all of them, but okay, let's stick to Thunderbolts because we got so much to talk about. I loved the beginning with Alexei. I wonder what role he will play, because we don't see him through most of the trailer. Like, she's clearly going to him for like guidance, possibly. I don't know what I love you're compliant, your insubordinates will be reported to the DoorDash HQ was such a good line. I love it.
He brushes his teeth with dish soap. I was like, good God. What did that help?
And putting the little hose like in his mouth, like it's so good. It's so good.
He looked pretty buff though, like he's been working out. So,
ooh, well, it sounds like that's what the actor's probably been doing, but not necessarily what the character's state of mind is. Like, he seems like he's like letting himself sit on the couch a lot.
Yeah.
I know you gotta love the knife play.
Always.
Yeah.
Oh, when they're it was fun to see Ghost like doing her thing. We haven't seen or heard anything from her since Ant-Man 2, which was how long ago?
Long time ago.
A long time.
Yeah.
She looks great. She hasn't aged a day. That girl is gorgeous. I don't remember the actress's name, but getting to see her like really do it was fun. That scene with all of them just going at each other was great, because I'm like, oh, all of you are really equally matched because none of you can get a hit in, and I love that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I feel like and also I'm wondering, it seems that they said they were all sent there by someone. I wonder, I mean, we know who would have sent John Walker, and we know who would have sent Yelena, which is Val.
Yeah.
But do you think that they all 4 are separate? Because Taskmaster comes in to help Yelena. She like knocks John Walker, and then we see Ghost a second later. And I'm wondering if Ghost and John Walker were like, maybe there were 2 teams of 2 or something like that were sent in, or if they were all 4 separate. I don't know.
I would think that Val orchestrated having all of them set up there to kind of get captured in a way so that she could bring them all into the same room to give them whatever task that they have to do at hand.
Yes, I agree. I have a feeling, okay, I have a theory, and it's a long shot with the little bit that we know, but here's my theory. Bob is in that scene, and we know he's Sentry. We know he's like a really powerful character in Marvel Comics. With an issue of double personalities, which is also Scoots brought it up in the chat, which I have to give him a shout
J.
out.
Scotty Sinclair.
Yeah, J. Scotty Sinclair. Yeah. J. Scotty Sinclair, J. Scoots in the chat says that the use of "Where Is My Mind" is an allusion to Fight Club and the duality of Lewis Pullman's Sentry, and I think that is a really good call. I think that's on point for sure. But here's my theory about that. We've all been assuming, like, Sentry has a villain inside of him. He's like double personality guy. We've all been assuming that this Bob character they're releasing, because he's kind of plucky and interesting, and they've been all this, he looks fun and sweet. We've been assuming that's Sentry and not the villain. But here's my theory. that they put them all in this impossible situation with the Sentry character, and he's going to be the key to breaking them out of this like oven that they're in because he's so powerful, and that's going to endear them all to him, but he's actually a villain leading them astray.
So you don't think he's Sentry?
No, I think so. Sentry has two personalities,
right? So you
Sentry,
think it's I
forget the other personality,
the bad one. Yeah, I mean, and I do think it shows us him getting them out of there. I would assume all of those bullets hitting the ground,
right?
And him standing in the front was him being like, "This is what I can do."
Yeah,
But that could be an interesting twist.
Yeah, either he's been the villain the entire movie basically, and then we realize it, and he's like working with Val, and they're doing something. This is all. I think it's a part of like them getting there, and he's there. They break him out, or he breaks them out, and that's like, oh, he's on our side, and that like endears them further, and then they're actually leading them to do something terrible. I don't think they're ever supposed to die here, is basically my point.
Right. No, I don't think so either. I think that'll be pretty early in the movie.
Yeah. I do think that, did you notice, so they're walking into a room, and there's military equipment everywhere. And then hanging on hooks is dry cleaner bags. Did you notice that?
I only watched the trailer once.
Okay. As they walk in, there's just dry cleaner bags everywhere. And it made me wonder, like, in a room full of military equipment, what do you need these dry cleaner bags for? And I'm wondering if it's like new super suits, like new Avengers suits or whatever.
Yeah, I hope so.
If they're building a team.
I won't lie, it was kind of fun to see John Walker again. I was really like, am I going to like you? Am I going to like you? I'm so mad at you. Then I was like, oh, there you are.
Yeah. With that music and like the setting.
Is that Bucky?
Yeah, I love that. I loved her talking about, how she's drifting and there's no purpose. And it shows all those characters in that same sort of place. And that puts them in a place that's very sympathetic.
Yep.
Anyway, it just seems like the kind of movie where there's going to be a lot of confusion. No one really knows what's going on. And Val is going to be the puppet master, kind of putting them all in the places they are.
Did you see what was going on at that, like, fundraiser thing? They had Loki's staff. I can't wait to break that when we get to that, to see what else is in that room. Yeah.
In that room, there's a number of artifacts from the Battle of New York, it looks like. Okay,
it's like, what are you doing having a fundraiser around those things, Val?
Well, I guess we should dive into the shot by shot, because
let's do it.
I feel like we're getting through a lot of the stuff we'll probably end up talking about in there. And also, I just watching the trailer a couple of times, I'm looking in the background. I don't see a lot. So I don't know how much the shot by shot will have, but let's see. Let's get into it. We open on Yelena knocking on her father's door, and it's not looking like the best door. Like, it's not like a really nice place.
Apartment complex, those usual brick ones.
Oh yeah, for sure. It just looks kind of low income. Like, doesn't look like he's like living high on the hog. The houses are close together. It's but we also see, it looks like that's his car he was driving at the end of the trailer.
The red limo, which is crazy.
Yeah, the red limo looks like it's in his driveway, but there's another limo next to it, which makes me wonder if he's like
limo driving,
but also like living in some sort of limo driver community. Like, that's kind of a weird thing. I guess, unless those are both his, maybe. But that's strange. A strange aspect to this. Okay, let's see. Going forward a little bit. We got a Florence Pugh. Woo!
Miss her ponytail. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that like braided thing was real cool. I like this though. It also looks like she just got in from, I don't know, like out of the shower or something.
Well, that's the style now. I hate it. Like the shortcut, and you just slick it back with a bunch of gel. Blech.
Oh, interesting. All right. I guess I'm not up on the style. Okay. Now here's our first thought. We've got a lot of things in the background. We got a motorcycle. I'm guessing that's some sort of Mother Russia rug in the back or something. I don't know.
Probably.
Can't really see too well.
It looks like it says strength, so I wouldn't think so.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. It would be in Russian.
You're right. I don't know that we get another shot of it, though. So all we can see is strength. Then we see him throwing his stuff into the kitchen, trying to make things look good. As we call it in my house, putting the dishes in the oven. Yeah. We have a area, like when we were cleaning up for a party, like, is it time to put the dishes in the oven yet? Like we've done as much as we can to make the house actually clean, but like when is it time to just start throwing things in closets to make it look okay for people to come over?
Yeah.
This is so gross. This is so gross. Him washing his teeth with dish soap,
lemon Dawn or something.
Yeah, that does not look good. But I love him spraying like putting the nozzle in his mouth to spray is really funny to me. All right, Elena. He looks pretty put together.
Yeah.
I don't think she's gonna like. Okay, you've got a spy walking into your apartment. Like, she's not gonna be fooled by like throwing a few things. It's like it's gonna be clear how you're living. You know what I mean?
Yeah. As long as he's happy. Yeah.
I guess. I'm gonna turn off the closed captions. I don't really like it because we can see what's being said, but it's so big that it's blocking half the screen. Okay. By the way, if you're listening to this on audio, you're missing half of the fun. So go check out youtube.com/strandedpanda. This will be up very quickly when the audio's up. So you can check out us actually watching these shots, know what we're talking about. I try to describe it for the audio listener, but it's sometimes we miss. Sometimes we just start going, oh my gosh, look at that. And that's not good podcasting. Yeah. We try. We do our best.
Yep.
Okay. Clears off a chair for her. Mm-hmm. Okay, there's that. So it says strength, and it looks like some sort of bird in that poster. I don't know. I don't know what
it's very dark for me.
Oh yeah. Okay. Maybe I can try to. Like, I can brighten this up, but it will be brighter through the whole thing. Like, that's just the darkness of the trailer.
I mean, I'm like, if it was something that was like, I feel like I really need to see it, I would be like, do that. But I mean, his posters, we're getting wrapped up in the little things.
Yeah, sure. But that's what the fun of the frame by frame.
When it gets a little later.
Back behind her. What's a tiger?
On the poster.
Oh, it is? Okay, back behind her, there's like a guy with a hammer.
Yeah. Is that him? It looks like him. He's got the Red Guardian. It looks like
could be. Yeah, absolutely.
The white stripes.
So red. Yeah. That's totally a Red Guardian poster. I love it. Okay, there's a tiger and a bird in the middle. There's a tiger on the side, but the bird almost looks like an American. It says freedom, strength, and freedom on the other side. So I wonder. I don't know. I wonder if he's like. Yeah, that's weird. Like him being the big Russian guy. Like I thought he'd have like a Russian thing, but it almost looks like a red, white, and blue bird. But like the colors are a little off. It's more like a red, turquoise, and white. But we can only see the bottom, so who knows what else it says. Nothing new here. We got them talking.
And it's like, is that the person you really want to go to for like mental health advice? I don't think so, girl.
No, definitely not. It really is. It makes you sad though. It's a really good point. Like, I know you're kind of joking, but that's a really good point. Like, the idea...
Who else can she trust?
Well, I feel like, and that's the thing of the movie, is she's going to be going up against Val, who's been leading her to do these terrible things, right? She says it later in the trailer. She's been, doing things she's not proud of, things she thinks she should be punished for in a way, So...
Yeah.
She doesn't have anyone else to turn to, though. So it's a really good point that, like, Alexi is her like guidance. Like that's not a good thing.
Right. And now she's choosing to have done those bad things because we know from the other, from the Black Widow movie, they were kind of being controlled.
Yes.
So now she's doing the only thing she knows how to do, which is crime.
I love, by the way, the Marvel Studios logo raising up on the door. I just like that kind of stuff.
Those are the little things that I live for.
Yeah. Oh, I meant to say when earlier on in the trailer, I really loved when he's doing the cleanup. They used action drum beat sounds for when he's cleaning up. It was doing the classic, almost like you would see in the trailer when later in the trailer when they're doing the knife play. It's like like the drums hitting. They used that same sound effect for Alexi cleaning up his apartment, and that made me laugh really good. Just like
everybody hide this shit.
It reminds me of Shaun of the Dead. You know Shaun of the Dead, right?
Yeah, of course.
I feel they do a direct comparison to references to Requiem for a Dream. Requiem for a Dream, whenever they do drugs and stuff, they do this like and like it's the people doing like in they do the same editing style in Shaun of the Dead when people are getting ready, but since they're normal people, it's like zipping up a coat. It's like it's like the same timing. I always loved that. But I feel like that's sort of what they did with Alexi getting the dishes in the oven, as it were. Okay, she rides down an elevator.
Damn.
Okay, Bucky entering some sort of congressional hearing. What's the last thing we saw from Bucky? It was
John Walker has a baby. Did we know that?
I don't know if we knew that. Sorry, I was going back to this.
I wonder what this is. See, not knowing the events of Brave New World make it really hard to guess what's happening.
That's a good point. It's a really good point. I wasn't thinking about that. But the last thing we saw him in was Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We know John Walker got pulled into congressional hearings for that.
Right.
But I do wonder if this could be about the events of Falcon and Winter Soldier, which would make sense, or this could be about something that happens in Brave New World, and I wonder if that is a clue that maybe Bucky is in Brave New World.
Can you see his pin? It's like dark for me.
I can't really. It looks like let's go frame by frame, see if it like lights up at all. It looks like a little circle. It almost looks like a cap shield, but just a little. It's just a circle. Oh wait, it's a little better. It kind of looks like an eagle, maybe.
Okay, so it's like the U.S. president, the presidential seal, maybe.
Maybe I'm not sure.
That'd be like, why are you? I don't know. That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, she's wearing one too.
Yeah, she does have a pin. I wonder if they're part of new initiative. Like we talked about a whole lot when the Brave New World trailer came out. We talked a lot about maybe there's some sort of initiative happening that they're announcing, and I wonder if Bucky is a part of that initiative.
Which would make sense.
Yeah.
Because he's probably also very much like Yelena and everybody else. Like, I don't know what to keep doing. Like, my purpose. Well,
it's really interesting when you've got leaders like Captain America and Tony who are really pushing forward with what heroes should do. They're the leaders of the group. And they're always pushing the story along. And then, what do you do when they're gone? It's an analog to what's happening in the studio right now, too, I think. Like, what do you do when they're gone?
Hire them again for a different character and say, everybody shut up about it.
Okay, then we see John Walker with a baby.
Oh, no wonder he's so depressed and upset.
Yeah.
Look at that. I'd be like, I used to be Captain America. Now I'm Captain Dad.
Yeah, he's reading Fall of a Hero, but the real depression is just coming from the child in the room.
It looks like a mess in there, too, like they're having a hard time.
Yeah, I mean, it's a baby. I feel like
that's all I need.
Yeah, like, I brought in a 13-year-old, and it's chaotic, and can only imagine with a baby.
At least you can put babies in baby jail like that, which always makes me laugh. Like, just put them in a little cage and they can't get out.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to read this. I can read it.
He's reading.
Yeah, he's reading Fall of a Hero, the John Walker story. Few have fallen further from grace than the
It's blurry for me.
Something heir, potential positive. I don't know. Something heir to the mantle of Captain America, John Walker. Not long ago, Walker was thrust into the public consciousness with all the fanfare Washington could muster. And it's like, get notifications for updates on this story.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that's really good.
Is he using an iPhone? That means he's not a villain. Is it an iPhone?
It doesn't look like an iPhone to me, but I can't tell for sure. It does say, you can read more at the bottom. It says, the story of what went wrong starts long before his unveiling, just a few short Walker, so one could, that's about it. Okay. So that's interesting because it says the story of his fall starts long before his unveiling, which means like it's not just that he did a bad thing there. They're doing some sort of investigative reporting saying he did something wrong before. Like maybe like he was not a good dude. It's kind of like the way I would take that. Didn't it kind of
come off like that? It's been so long since I've watched that. I really like him and his friend kind of like, there was like the backstory about something that they did that they got in trouble for. I can't remember.
You're right. I remember that.
Okay.
Yeah, they were talking about like, this is just like some other time where you went off book and did some bad things. And then it's sort of like a secret. I don't remember the exact wording, but yeah, that's a good call. Good call. So there is more you can read here. Short years ago, while no one could doubt that the boots of Steve Rogers were big, even to fill by any man's standards. Walker did seem to fit the bill. Okay. That's all we got.
It's never fun to read, stay off the internet, buddy. It's a mean place. Trust me, I know.
Ashley can tell you. Stay off the internet. All right. We're moving forward. Let's see. I love this shot so much. It's just a classic spy thriller shot. The explosion and Yelena having no reaction is what I love. Like her just looking directly at it. She
probably did it, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Completely. She completely did it.
Is she eating something? Not that matters.
It looked like she had a cup in her hand or something. No, it's like a donut or something, which is very Yelena.
Yeah.
I love it. It might be just a coffee. I can't really tell. Okay.
Looks like a hamster to me. That's probably not right.
Yeah, I don't think it's a hamster, but who knows? Maybe there's a hamster storyline we don't know about yet.
Hallway scene. We all love a hallway scene.
We love a hallway scene. Obviously, the Daredevil reference is there, but I think this is Iron Man 2 reference, this whole hallway fight. It's even shot from above in the same way that they did the original Black Widow fight scene in Iron Man 2. I love it. But she is putting them down. Pop. Bam, bam. Okay, this is actually, we saw this scene. They released a shot of her in this room talking about the movie, and we were all like kind of speculating what this room might be. That was months ago.
Yeah.
But this is like kind of the first thing we saw of the sets.
So that is the room where they capture them later.
Yes. So she's walking into the room. There's really not much visible in this room. It's all very, very dark. It's a mess. It's filled with equipment. It's very dark.
Is that like hospital bag holders?
No, I think those are the things I was talking about. Are the garment bags? I believe.
Oh,
you know what? You might be right. I thought they were garment bags, but you're totally right.
Those look like body bags, but it also looks like it's covering.
No, they're those poles. You're totally right. They're IV bags, is what they are.
Oh, look, there is one.
Yeah, there's IV. I didn't see the top. I thought that was a hanger, but you're totally right. See, this is why we do this, people. I was thinking they were like garment bags because the one on the far right looks like a garment bag to me. But now that I see the one in the middle that we're looking at, it is an IV pole. Is what that is. Okay. That's interesting. And she says they've broken into medical facilities. They've assassinated people. But she does not know what this is. There's also an interesting shot that I really think right here. There's like charts and graphs right there on a computer. There's a computer, and then literally on top of them is a book of charts and graphs, which I feel like there's some sort of intel there that we may or may not know. There's also like on the upper side of the screen right now, we can see what looks like some diagrams or some, some sort of schematics is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, like they're trying to build something.
I don't know. I don't know. Or I gotta think it's the Sentry suit. Like I think this entire like Sentry being there and having like the IV poles and stuff, and then that almost looks like on the schematic. This is a big reach, but it almost looks like there's feet on the bottom. And I don't wonder if this is like a facility that's like planning out what they're gonna do with Sentry. And
doesn't it look like he's been locked in the box in there this whole time? And that place looks really disheveled and abandoned. So that's weird.
It does. Right. Like I would think if he was going to be in there, he'd be in like a cage or like a cage or a cell, not a box, which maybe he's just hiding behind the box because of all the gunfire. I don't know.
Oh, maybe. Okay. But you would think then he'd been in there the whole time because he's in a medical outfit.
Yeah. So we see John Walker come in and start firing at Yelena. Very ineffectively, I gotta add. Like when people hold up like a small thing in front of them, you really should aim somewhere other than the box.
I know. He's like a stormtrooper.
Yeah, this is some terrible shooting on John Walker's part. This is why you're not Captain America.
Also, I'm glad that she was that trustworthy that box was going to be bulletproof.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, also, Yelena, you're doing terrible. Like, move. Don't just hold up a box.
Oh, what's on his shield?
That's a good question.
Is it just silver?
I I can't. I think it's just the glare. Like we can't see what's on it. It might just be silver. He had a star on it in Falcon Winter Soldier though that he made himself. Okay, she tries to stab him, and it looks like he might have the upper hand. And right when he does, Taskmaster comes in, knocks him out. Which she does have super soldier serum of some sort. Yeah. So she knocks him far.
See ya.
Yeah. This fight is so much fun.
I cannot wait to see it on the big screen.
Yeah. So Taskmaster does seem like she saves Yelena, which makes you wonder if they're working together.
Maybe she's been with Val this entire time. Oh, wait. The last time we saw Taskmaster, she went away with... yeah, that's right. Yelena. That's right. That's why she would save her. I forgot.
Yep. Okay, I'm trying to see where...
It's Ghost.
Yeah, Ghost comes in.
Wonder who made her new suit.
So Ghost is fighting John Walker.
They're all against him.
Yeah, that's so far that's all we've seen. But I think in a second we see someone throw a knife at Ghost.
Because they have the cool knife scene with Yelena.
Okay, so Yelena throws a knife.
Ew,
Ghost,
it's so sick.
Lets it phase through her and grabs it, which is so sick. Such timing. I love it so much. I like Ghost's new suit too. Really cool. Me too. Really, really cool.
I wish we could see her face though.
And then she throws the knife at Taskmaster. And then it ricochets off Taskmaster's shield, and it's grabbed by John Walker right before it hits him in the face. So it does seem like it's possible Taskmaster and Yelena are working together, but everyone else is against each other.
Yeah. And then he's trying to kill her.
And then the knife ends up almost...
What, are you going to stab her in her face, John Walker?
That's John Walker's MO, man. He likes to kill people to the face. So John Walker's holding the knife to Yelena's face. What is the symbol on her coat? Or like her shoulder?
I see a moon with bats.
Yeah, that's exactly what I see. She's got a yellow symbol on her shoulder pad that maybe it's just the brand of the shoulder pad. I'm just kidding. I don't know what it is. It just looks like a moon with bats. It's exactly what it is, like a yellow moon with bats. And he does pop out of a crate. Now it's possibly just hidden the crate when you hear people coming.
Yeah, but then why would you? I think you're probably right.
I think he's a plant of some type. Even if he is the good guy, like the villain version of himself put himself in there, is what I'm thinking.
Right.
I don't know if it's too spoilery to talk about that. Like clearly, like the mass...
it's a prediction.
Yeah, well, it's the mass public doesn't know that he's double... has a double personality, You know what I mean? Like, it's probably a big twist for some people, but people who've been paying... I mean, we've talked about it on the podcast, so I guess it's fine.
Yeah.
And then we see Ghost coming at Bob, and Bob, saying you guys were sent.
Mm-hmm. His clothes look so baggy.
Yeah, for sure. That's interesting. His clothes do look really baggy. I wonder if when he transforms, he's bigger.
Beefs up.
Yeah. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe he's got a Hulk thing going on.
I like this hair a little better.
Yeah, that hair's cool.
She looks great.
Ghost looks awesome. And then all the doors slam.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
I was like, what did they do? Heat them out of there?
Yeah. It's really funny when the doors all closed. I was like, "Hey, escape room," and then the heat came on, and then it reminded me of the movie Escape Room. The first room they have to do is a bunch of they get trapped in there, and then the heat comes on, and a very similar way. And I was like, "Man, this is."
Guess we all got to take our clothes off.
Stop dreaming, Ashley. Oh man, there's one big thing we haven't talked about, which we'll talk about when we get there. But man, we didn't talk about it in the description. So now we have Yelena is fighting some sort of scientist.
Medical facilities for some reason.
Yeah, so I don't know if this is a flashback to earlier or if this is them working together to figure out what is going on with Bob and this facility. Then we have a Ghost with an arrow,
which I thought that was Taskmaster's thing. Do those two ladies look similar?
No, not based on the.
Because Taskmaster had the arrow in the last one, but maybe she borrowed it. I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Okay. John Walker and Yelena talking in the room. she's saying that, someone wants us gone, which
Yeah.
I wonder if someone wants them gone. Like, I really wonder if this is someone wants them gone or someone wants them to, like, turn into a team, and they want them to, like, that's the twist I'm thinking, that this was all, like, organized, kind of like, this is a dark Coulson, right? Like, Coulson,
right.
I guess Fury used Coulson's death to, like, inspire the team to be a team. And now, like, Yelena knows they need some sort of bonding experience. So she puts them all in an oven together. Bomb in there. Oh, yeah. You're right. Well, it's a heater, it looks like. I don't know if that timer is related to the heater. Because some sort of heater comes on, and it's trying to melt the Thunderbolts. What does the asterisk mean?
What does the asterisk mean?
I don't know. It is weird. Okay. New scene. It says a benefit for the Battle of New York.
Oh, so they're okay. The money probably goes to, the victims.
Yeah, the victims of the Battle of New York, I'm guessing. But there is, it looks like Loki's scepter or a Chitauri scepter. What do you think? Does that look like Loki's scepter, or is that just a Chitauri weapon?
I think that looks like Loki's scepter, but without the stone.
Right. It's possible.
Obvious.
It's possible. It does look like the centerpiece of the room, but I can't tell if that's just where we're standing because we're at the top of the stairs. It seems like if it was that would be a big a get for these. Anyway, to describe it, we're in like a high society room. They're doing some sort of fundraiser. And there's various glass cases around the room, and I'm sure we'll see some of those up close, and I'm sure they will be cool Battle of New York Easter eggs. It does look like Loki's scepter, though. I agree.
Loving the hair, Val.
Nice. I do too. And then we've got
3-piece suit Bucky makes me happy.
Ooh, yeah. Looking like a snack.
Slick back hair with gel.
Yep. That's it. That's the new thing, apparently.
Style.
I didn't know. I better start doing it.
It's very 80s.
Yeah. Bucky is standing in the corner watching, by trailer logic, watching Val. So, like, he's suspicious of this whole operation.
Who's that? Oh, it's Yelena.
Yelena is running through the woods for some reason. Oh, and breaking through a wall. Like, Yelena runs through the woods, breaks through a wall, falls, but then it inverts the gravity, so I don't know what's going on here. Like, yeah,
this is odd.
This is this may be a dream sequence, maybe because or it's two completely different shots sewn together. Like, she jumps through what is either a fence or a wall because she's outside. She jumps through it, and then it cuts to her falling from a ceiling onto what looks like a boardroom table. Yeah,
it's probably a dream.
Yeah, if those two shots are together, it looks dreamlike, or it's just they put two shots together for the trailer that they're totally different. Interesting. But they go together well, so I don't know.
Like an elevator shaft?
Elevator shaft with
going down, or Ghost?
Ghost sliding down it. Yeah. Ghost has the big white face.
The two little lights at the chin.
Mm-hmm. And this beautiful shot of Bob standing outside the facility with a million guns trained on him, and he's got his shirt is ripped up as if 1,000 guns have already hit him.
Yeah.
So good.
Bill Pullman, good for him. He's doing some big things. He's going to be in the new Stephen King remake of Salem's Lot. That's going to be on HBO, so.
Yeah, I really like him a lot.
Nepo.
Oh, Nepo? Yeah. He absolutely is, but he seems talented.
They all are.
Yeah, basically.
How many Nepo babies are in this movie alone?
Oh,
Start counting.
It's just, you gotta, at some point you just gotta stop counting. It's like everything you see. And I used to think like there's people that do this on their own and they come from knowing. And there are very few. But like, there are, but they're very, very few and far between. And then like a lot of them, like I find out later, oh, their uncle was some producer. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, well, they didn't come from nowhere. They may have like been poor as a kid, but like they had some producer uncle or whatever. All right, the word careful. What was the phrase they're trying to tell us here?
That I don't remember, but I was like, how come that's popping up like that?
Careful. Yeah, I've forgotten. This is really funny. Bucky's arm in the dishwasher. The fact that his arm is dishwasher safe is pretty
well. Yeah,
great.
I guess vibranium. Nothing's gonna mess it up.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't rust.
Careful who you trust. Maybe
that's it. Yeah, like that's going to be one of the big themes of the movie.
What's she got?
I don't know.
Maybe they're trying to make more super soldier serum.
I don't know. Yeah. Or Hulks. We know that Red Hulk's going to be a thing. Yeah, it does show her. She's in a lab. This looks like the same lab she is fighting that doctor in. So who knows? Is
she in a different outfit? It's hard to tell because that doesn't look like her battle outfit.
No, she's just in like a sweater. It looks like some sort of like she looks like in a hoodie.
Stop killing people with that shield.
At least it's not the shield,
Yeah, it's true.
It's a different shield now. Well, I like this shot, but I can't. Like, I think it's supposed to look brutal because he like puts a guy's face against the thing and slides it. But the surface he's putting him against is like flat and smooth. And it's
Alexi.
Oh yeah, good call. And Alexi's in the background. But what I was trying to say is like he slid him against the wall here, and I just can't help but thinking of Punisher sliding that guy's face against glass and how much more brutal that is,
Yeah, this is going to be PG-13, so they need to chill out.
This is a PG-13 movie. Like, even having him slide across that seems silly almost. It doesn't look like him hurt. Like, he's trying to give him like a rug burn against the metal. Against
his helmet.
Yeah, exactly. But Alexi in the background fighting is awesome. It really does make me wonder what the structure of this movie is. There's the word trucks.
They look like they're outside now and it's daytime. Oh, careful who you assemble.
Careful who you assemble. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I have a feeling this is going to be, they're trying to build the Thunderbolts and then the Thunderbolts end up like not being good for what they want,
Well, it might be for a nefarious reason they're trying to put the Thunderbolts together and then they don't do what they're supposed to do. But then I think what we were talking about, that might be a spoiler, is probably going to be very similar, unless there's like two turncoats.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. I think there might be like twist after twist in this one. Like it does definitely seem like they are putting the Thunderbolts together for their own purposes, but then those purposes are not going to be fulfilled, and then it's going to be like, what are the Thunderbolts about, Yeah. And then there's some other twist coming that we don't know yet, and I think there's lots of fun options for that. This is a great shot.
Oh my God, it is like prime Bucky back, and I love it.
Bucky fires his gun.
He did a gnat move.
What's that? Oh,
Natasha.
Yeah, with the motorcycle. The gnat up on one wheel, up on the front wheel. He fires at a tow line.
Humvee.
Yeah, but just at the tow line of the Humvee, so it lets loose, and then he uses the gnat move to stop, and then grabs it with his vibranium arm, and then pulls the car to a stop.
Sick.
It's so
Such
sick.
A good scene.
So good. So
why? So the military people are going after the Thunderbolts for whatever, for namesake. And then he is also going in and he's stopping the Humvees. Maybe not military, but he's stopping the Humvees and then trying to stop them. So there's a lot going on in that scene.
Yeah. I'm wondering what this is on the screen. It almost looks like heart scans, which makes me think more of the Bob character or something like.
Well, don't they? I wonder if they're going to give him things that are like, we're going to blow you up if you try to like mess around.
Oh, good call. Yeah. They could do the Suicide Squad thing. And then we have Ghost fighting on the street. This shot of her fighting on the street and Yelena fighting on the street, I think that goes with the John Walker and Alexi shot.
Yeah. Yep.
So some sort of big threat is happening right now.
This looks maybe towards the end because they're cutting everybody's faces up.
Yep.
You don't do that early in the movie.
Yeah, good call. Good call, Ash.
He's having a good time.
Alexi's having a great time in the car. And then,
that?
Is that the Sentry logo, maybe?
Oh, maybe.
I think it might be. I don't know. There's someone with it looks like a belt, like a big belt buckle, which I think might be Sentry. And then we have some boots coming down the stairs, which we don't ever see who they are. And then the door opening with... Oh, Bucky is with them.
He is with them.
Interesting, because he's not with them.
Bob is not with them.
Exactly. Bob is not with them.
Where's, do you see Taskmaster?
No, but I think we do in the next shot. Oh, yeah,
Okay.
Wait. Yeah, no, I don't see Taskmaster. Sorry. You're I keep getting the names.
They kind of look alike.
Of ghosts. Well, they don't in the face, but we never see Taskmaster's face. So, like...
But don't we see it in Black Widow?
In Black Widow, but not in this.
Right.
So I keep just thinking, getting their names confused for whatever reason.
White girls always look the same.
Well, they're both like,
kidding.
They're both like
She's not white.
female like villains that turned out not to be total villains that are in one movie, and I just keep thinking Ghost and Taskmaster and getting their names backwards.
Yeah.
And this
Taskmaster has these like piercing eyes too.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember what she looks like. God damn it.
This is a shot that I was saying earlier we did not talk about yet, which
this is after that fight on the street.
Okay.
Look at her face.
Yeah. Well, it's in where they're fighting to is the thing that I want to talk about, and it looks like they're in Avengers Tower, right?
That doesn't look like the New York skyline.
Oh, really? Well, it's foggy.
I don't know.
It's foggy out there. But isn't that Tony's bar? Am I wrong?
I'm not sure that he would have a bar made out of stone like that. That looks like open-faced stone and not like a granite I'd have to look again, but maybe.
I thought this was that Avengers Tower room.
It's possible.
It may not be. But we've been talking forever about like what is in there, who bought it, and then we have this scene. I thought this was revealing that, but I may be totally off. It's possible. And also, when I saw it, I thought the bar was on the other side of the room, if I remember correctly. But
what?
In Avengers, I think the bar is on the other side of the room, I thought, but I may be wrong.
I thought that there was more glass. But you know what? It's been blown up so many times, maybe they did a reno.
Okay, yeah. I'll have to go back and look. It's also clear like they moved everything out. So like there's new furniture and stuff. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I thought that was the bar. But I may be
Wasn't
wrong.
his bar elevated? I don't know. I'd have to go back and look.
Well, no, there's the one bar on the main floor where he like walks around when he's threatening Loki. That's what I thought we were looking at. He's like, nope, not here to bargain, here to threaten. All right, so that may or may not be right. I need to go like look closer.
I mean, at this point, that would I feel like satisfy a lot of people finding out what happened to the building.
Yep, for sure. So Thunderbolts with the asterisk.
Which there's like, explain it.
Yeah, tell me what the asterisk means. Tell me what it means. And then we also have the last shot, which I almost forgot was there.
Love it. This is bulletproof, kinda.
Yeah, kinda bulletproof car being fired on by Bucky, which, well, yeah, you're right. It is that Humvee that's trying to kill them. I wonder if it's Bucky's trying to stop them instead of kill them. You know what I mean? Like he's like trying to let them know, like, hey guys, you're working for the wrong team here.
Mm-hmm. Or he's there to, bring them in.
Yeah. Which, I mean, he would know John Walker, but I don't know that he knows anyone else in this car, at least. Oh, no, Elena's there.
Oh, that's Bucky blowing up the Humvee, but then he also stops them.
Yeah, I wonder what parts of this...
Oh,
hold on. We need to go back. I think this is...
he's not trying to kill them. He's just trying to stop them.
Well, but with an explosion from under the car like that could kill... but let me look at this. I wonder, you can't really see it. Wait, okay, yep. It's deceptive. It looks like he's blown up the back of their car, but that's not right. You see it?
It's the Humvee.
So whatever he does to stop their car is not the same thing. Or if someone else stops their car. So when this is so deceptive. I mean, the very first thing we talked about on the podcast was the fact that Bucky is after them. And looks like he's like blowing them up. But no, he is saving them. Even the shot in the trailer that shows their car blowing up is not necessarily Bucky. Like this
Let's
shot
see if we can see behind them.
Where he aims the thing, that is the Humvee we just saw him stop for. Then they look behind them, but they're looking behind them for some totally other reason. Also, the window isn't even shot out yet. So that shot where they look behind them is something else completely. So that explosion, I'm not sure what it is. It might be Bucky stopping them.
It might have accidentally gone through the Humvee and hit them too.
Maybe. But I'm assuming, but we already saw him. Maybe there's multiple Humvees because we saw him stop the one Humvee with his arm with the tow cable.
Right.
But yeah, let's see.
Well, and the windshield's not cracked out in the front. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
So yeah, it's deceptive. Like it looks
good for them.
Good for them. Lie to me, Marvel, but I caught you.
Why is this film not yet rated? That's weird. Oh. Isn't that weird?
Well, I mean, it is weird, but it is a while away. So it might just be that it's not yet rated. It might not be that they're going to do something cool with it. But they did just do the one of the highest with Deadpool and Wolverine. They were able to do another one of the highest ever rated R movies.
Yeah.
So, maybe they could push the boundaries of this one, but I don't think they should, honestly.
I don't think they should, but I think it's funny that they're That apparently the people are like, we're not sure what we're gonna rate this for you yet. So
yeah, well, it's possible it just hasn't gone through. Like it's possible they're not even done editing it, and then if they're not done editing it yet, they could just not have it to the people who rate it yet. You know?
Yeah. Is this kind of early for a trailer drop? No.
I think a lot of times for like a first trailer, this is about the time.
Because then we would think within a month we should get a Fantastic Four trailer then, right? If the
2
movies
months,
are coming out a month and a half, you know?
About 2 months, I think. Because
I just think this one's been mostly done for a little while.
I think this one's coming out May 5th, and that one's like July 20-somethingth. So it's actually almost 3 months. So we should get a Fantastic Four trailer within the next 2.5 months, I think.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's any good timing around that. Well, you know where it might drop is it might drop in the Brave New World. Like maybe they'll put it in theaters with Brave New World. But
that'd be fun.
These days they tend to put them online immediately anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that would actually be really smart if you put a Fantastic Four trailer exclusive to Brave New World for the first couple weeks.
Oh, yeah, people would
go back just to see the Fantastic Four trailer.
Then you would have assholes recording it and just dropping it anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Well, guys, that's the Thunderbolts trailer. We looked as close as we could in the time we have. Hopefully we caught some fun stuff. I think the fact that they have that ending we figured out where that's not him blowing up the back of their car. At least the shot where he pulls and stops and aims the thing is not the same shot.
Nope.
So he's stopping a Humvee at that point, or trying to.
Yeah.
Because it looks like when they do blow up the back of the car, it does look like the car is destroyed. So I don't think they're going to keep driving after the back end blows up like that.
Yeah, and it's not like he can take them all on his bike.
Right. So I don't think the Humvee's still chasing them. Anyway, so we'll have to wait and see. But they're really deceiving us with what's going on with Bucky, because it looks like they really made this trailer look like Bucky is after them and literally willing to blow their car up. But that's not.
Well, they gave him the whole like Winter Soldier look all over again.
Yeah,
which is fun.
yeah. Which I mean, I knew just knowing the Bucky character, they're not going to send him back to being Winter Soldier. He's not a bad guy in this. But I could absolutely see the movie playing out where he's trying to hurt them because he thinks they're bad guys. Mm-hmm. Because he might know who Yelena is. He knows who John Walker is, but he doesn't like John Walker and could absolutely believe John Walker's gone off the deep end again. And then there's a lot going on here. We will continue to talk about it. Let's see. We got a couple people tagging us here. We talked about Scoots's, Jay Scotty's, and then a TV and movie guy says the baggy clothes on Bob could be similar to a surgical gown. The room they were in had IV stands, and he could have been experimented on there. Yes. Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. Like all this, whatever's going on with Bob seems to be related to some of these medical experimentations that's happening. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we'll be back soon, real soon, hopefully, with Agatha feedback, because we really want to get it in before Agatha's been so much fun already, and there's going to be a lot of feedback and a lot of theories, and we want to be able to get to those before the second episode or the second week drops.
For sure.
So we're going to try to do that in the next day or two, but we want to get this up immediately because it's such an exciting big new thing. So we'll be back soon, guys. Peace.
Until next time, true believers.
Thank you for joining us for the Marvel Cinematic Universe podcast, available everywhere you get podcasts, and now a video version streaming live on twitch.tv/strandedpandatv and available at youtube.com/strandedpanda. And if you'd like to learn more about all of our other podcasts, geeky projects, and ways to support the network, visit strandedpanda.com.